To this new tutorial of the series Data Mining Concepts and Techniques. And the title of today's session is Descriptive Data Summarization. So this comes under the data pre-processing part. In last lecture or session, we have seen why to pre-process the data, what is the need for data pre-processing, and in this session we will see in detail the descriptive data summarization. So let's get started. So mining data descriptive characteristics. So what are the data descriptive characteristics are there in the data mining? So that we will see here. So the motivation is to better understand the data. As you know, the quality of data is very important to have the better or quality results. So to have that, we have to have understanding of the data betterly. So for that, we have to consider these 3 points: central tendency, variation, and spread. So this is the motivation. Next is data dispersion characteristics. So what are the characteristics here for the data dispersion? These are mainly median, mean, max, mean, quantiles, outliers, variance, etc. So these are the data dispersion characteristics. Then the numerical dimensions, it corresponds to sorted intervals. So data dispersion, box plot, or quantile analysis on sorted intervals. So these are the numerical dimensions. So these are the some of the data descriptive characteristics, that is motivation, data dispersion characteristics, and numerical dimensions. So measuring the central tendency. In the motivation, we have seen the 3 parts. The first is central tendency. So how to measure this central tendency? For that, we have the following properties. The first is mean, that is the algebraic measure, sample versus population. So mean is the weighted arithmetic mean. The formula is given here: 1 by n summation of I is equal to 1 to n x of I. So this is the formula given for weighted arithmetic mean. Similarly, there is formula for trim mean, that is the chopping the extreme values. Chopping means the cutting the extreme values in the given set. The next concept or next term is the median, that is the holistic measure. Middle value, what is median, or how we can find the median? Middle value, if odd number of values are there, if the set consists of odd number of values, then the middle value is the median here, or the average of the middle two values. Otherwise, if the set consists of even number of values, then how to find the median? It is the average of middle two values. Then the third term is mode, value that occurs most frequently in the data. Mode is the value that occurs most frequently. So unimodal, bimodal, and trimodal, these are 3 modes present. And the formula for empirical formula for this mean minus mode is equal to 3 into in bracket mean minus median. So this is the empirical formula for mode, or for finding the mode, so that we will use. Then the symmetric versus skewed data. So what is symmetric data and what is skewed data? Here 3 diagrams are given: median, mean, and mode of symmetric, positively and negatively skewed data. So these 3 diagrams respectively shows the positively, negatively skewed data, symmetric, positively, and negatively skewed data. We can see here the symmetric skewed data. So equally the data is distributed here. That's why the mean, median, and mode It's same here. The point is same because the data is symmetric. If we consider the negatively skewed data, the mean, median and mode, this is the order for the positively skewed data, and for negatively skewed data the mean, median and mode, this is the order: mode, mean, median and mean, median, mode, this is the order respectively. So this diagram shows the symmetric versus skewed data. And important part or important point here is the mean, mode and median is different in positively and negatively skewed data. It is the same for symmetric skewed data. Then measuring the dispersion of data, that is the quartiles and outliers and box plots. So quartiles means what? Q1. In simple words, we can say that the quarter value. So if we consider the data in 4 quarters, then Q1 is the 25th percentile and Q3 is the 75th percentile. In interquartile range is what? IQR is equal to Q3 minus Q1. That is the 75th percentile minus 25th percentile. 5 number summary is what? Mean Q1, that is quartile 1, M, Q3 and max. This is the 5 number summary. Box plot means what? Ends of box are the quartiles. Median is marked and whiskers, mean divided by max, and plot outliers individually. What are the outliers? Usually a value higher or lower than 1.5 into IQR. So these are the outliers. Okay, the formula for outlier is given here. The next term is variance. So variance, it is the algebraic scalable computation. Properties of normal distribution curve. The normal distribution curve from mean minus standard deviation to mean plus standard deviation contains about 68% of the measurements. Here mu is equal to mean and this symbol is called as a standard deviation. From mean minus 2 into standard deviation to mean plus 2 into standard deviation contains about 95% of its measurements. So this is the formula. The diagram is shown here respectively. So box plot analysis, 5 number summary, as you have seen the 5 number summary of the distribution in this diagram. This is given. So minimum, Q1, M, Q3 and maximum. This is the 5 number summary. And box plot data is represented with the blocks. The ends of the box are at the first and third quartiles. Okay, that is the height of the box is IRQ. The median is marked by the line within the box. The whiskers, 2 lines outside of the box, extend to minimum and maximum as shown in this diagram. Okay, then the visualization of the data dispersion, that is the box plot analysis. Here the data is visualized or it is given in graphical representation. So profit to revenue to the cost ratio is given here. The data is given in the graphical format here. So with the visualization of data dispersion, you can easily analyze the data because it is visible to eyes, or you can visualize this data graphically very easily as compared to the tabular data. Then the histogram analysis, where the graph displays of basic statistical class descriptions, that is frequency histograms are here for the histogram analysis. a univariate graphical method which consists of two dimensions only. Here in the diagram you will see here the frequency of terms and the unit price. So consists of set of rectangles that reflect the counts or frequencies of classes present in the given data. So histogram analysis shows the rectangles that reflect the counts or frequencies of the classes present in the given data. Then the quantile plot, which displays all the data, allowing the user to assess both the overall behavior and the unusual occurrences. Plots quantile information for data xi, data sorted in increasing order. Fi in range 0 to 1 indicates the approximately 100 Fi% of the data are below or equal to the value xi. So here you will see the quantile plot. Then the quantile plot, QQ plot, graphs the quantiles of one univariate distribution against the corresponding quantiles of another. Allows the user to view whether there is a shift in going from. So in quantile plot you will see this kind of graph where there is a one univariate distribution. You can compare with another univariate distribution in the QQ plot. Then the scatter plot provides the first look at bivariate data to see clusters of points, outliers, etc. Each pair of values is treated as a pair of coordinates and plotted as points in the plane. So for pointing this number, we want here the two coordinates, the item sold coordinate versus unit price. So you will easily plot this point. Similarly, all points will be plotted in this scatter plot. Positively and negatively correlated data. Here you can see the positively correlated data and here you will see the negatively correlated data, and this is the mixture of both. So not correlated data. So if the data is dispersed among various points in the graph, then that data is not correlated. Okay, these are some of the examples of non-correlated data. So this is the summary of the basic statistical descriptions, graphic displays of basic statistical descriptions. So histogram we have seen, box plot we have seen, the quantile plot, that is each value xi is paired with the fi, indicating that approximately 100 fi% of data are below or equal to xi. Then we have seen the quantile plot, QQ plot, graphs the quantile of one univariate distribution against the corresponding quantiles of another. Then we have seen the scatter plot, where each pair of values is pair of coordinates and plotted as points in the plane. Then the local regression curve, add a smooth curve to scatter plot to provide the better perception of pattern of dependence. So that's what we have seen in this session. So thank you for watching this video. Like, comment and share video to your friends. If you are new to the channel, then please do subscribe to the channel for the latest updates, and keep watching, keep learning. Thank you. Jai Hind.